Hey guys, it's me. I hope you're all doing well and staying at home. I don't even know what day of quarantine it is at this point, but I think we're all going a little stir crazy. I've gotten questions for a while to do a hair tutorial. I have short hair. It's getting a little longer because I was supposed to have a hair appointment last week that got canceled, and that also explains my roots. But anyway, I'm going to do a quick hair tutorial today showing you how I curl my hair with my curling iron. Just gonna try to simplify it as much as possible. Disclaimer, I'm not a professional, but mostly we're just looking for kind of a loose, relaxed, messy kind of look anyway. So I will link all the products that I'm using and link my curling iron, which is literally $11 off of Amazon. Let's just go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is put some dry shampoo in my roots. I washed my hair 2 days ago and have not done anything to it because why would I? I'm at home. So just gonna put some dry shampoo in, get that in there a little bit. The dry shampoo definitely helps and it adds a little bit of volume. And this stuff is hemp's. I really like it. It smells really good and it works well. So that is the first step. Honestly, I almost go through and straighten like my whole head of hair before I curl, or at the very least, I straighten the ends. Since I have short hair, I'm not going to like do sections or anything or like pin up one section of my hair just because it doesn't have to really be perfect. I'm just going through and straightening as much as I can. This straightener is Rusk is the brand. This is what someone recommended, so I gave it a shot and I really like it, and I've had it for a few years. The heat is adjustable and all of that good stuff. I would recommend if you're in the market for a new straightener, and I will link it as well. Obviously, this part is pretty straightforward, but no pun intended. Okay, next step, we're going to start curling. So you can use any hairspray that you like. I usually use a Redken or whatever, it doesn't matter. I actually use my curling iron as a curling iron, like I use the clamp and everything. I have not mastered doing a wand method without burning the shit out of my fingers. So that's not what I'm gonna do. But I know that figuring that clamp out is the hardest part, I think. And I will say it just takes practice, so keep trying. I usually start on the left side, and I like to start more toward the back. So just take little pieces at a time. And I personally spray them individually, but you could also just kind of spray that whole side of your head first and get to it. Okay, this is where it's important to pay attention. I'm going to open the clamp, and I clamp it a couple inches up from the ends, and then I twist up. You're twisting away from your face, and keep the curling iron as vertical as possible. And I'll hold it for a little bit. Sometimes I'll scoot it down a little and curl up again. It just kind of depends. But like I said, we're going for kind of a messy look, so it doesn't have to be perfect. So I've held it for a little bit, and now I'll just pull it out. That's a pretty good one. You can see that I left the ends out to kind of be straight, and it'll look better once they're all kind of done. So I have another, oh my God. I never spray myself in the eye, but I definitely just did. Damn, okay, well, this is for you guys. Okay, so probably a 1-inch section or so, twisting away from my face. I literally just sprayed myself in the eye. Ugh, we're gonna get through this. Okay, same method, just pull straight down and release. I usually kind of pull it out a little bit, but kind of wait till it cools, and then we'll kind of run our fingers through later. So I'm just kind of gonna pull the stuff from underneath and do those pieces too. That end is looking a little crazy, but I'll fix it later if I need to. Usually at the end, it all kind of just ends up looking okay together, but sometimes there are pieces that I have to fix, and that's okay. I think I've determined that this little spray is too intense. So I'm gonna switch to what I usually use, which is this Redken stuff. It's a little lighter of a mist. Again, twisting away from the face. I do all the way from the face and then kind of just zhuzh it all at the end to mix it, but you do whatever your little heart desires. I'll do one more piece on this side. See, that's a much lighter mist, less aggressive. And then open the clamp, couple inches up from the bottom, twist away from your face, keep your thing vertical, hold it for a bit. And we can kind of zhuzh them out later, make it looser. You're more than likely going to have one side that is like stronger than the other, just based on whatever is your dominant hand. I guess I like the left side better. This is my right side, but we do the same thing. So it's just a matter of getting used to it. It might feel awkward for you at first, but leave a couple inches out on the end, twist away from your face, leaving it vertical. Give it a few seconds and wait. And the heat on this is also adjustable. So you can adjust that based on your hair. If you have fine hair, thick hair, whatever, protect your hairs. So you can see that was a pretty good one. And all your pieces are not going to be identical in size, and that is okay. Straight down, getting close. I usually use my mirror to look at the back and see if there's any like massive chunks that I missed. Otherwise, I don't worry too much about it. And I usually use a little bit of a thicker piece for my bangs because I don't want these to be too intensely curled. So we'll start down there and not go super high. And same thing, just pull it down. And we'll kind of let that cool for a second. So I'm just gonna go really quickly and spray it all. With the lighter mist. And then I'm gonna show you how I tease it really quick because it's super easy and it just adds a little lift at the root, which I kind of need right now since it's been clean for 2 days, but not styled. I'll just get my little teasing comb. And this again was super cheap. I probably off of Amazon like everything, but you can find it anywhere, beauty brands, whatever, Target. I'll just kind of take a little section from the back, and I usually don't even spray it. At this point, it has a bunch of hairspray in it anyway, but I'll just kind of go like this and comb down and do one more little section beneath that. Comb it down. Maybe do a couple in the front as well. And it probably looks like a ratty mess, but then I'll kind of let it down, flip that back, and then separate it. I'm gonna leave it looking crazy for a sec, and then also do the sides. So I just do a little bit on the top. So same thing, just kind of comb down, add a little bit of lift. I usually do 2 sections per side, so the back of my head and then both sides. And then again, kind of lay it down. And then I'll do this side. And I look like a crazy person. I can just leave it like this. Okay, so flip it all back. And you can determine how big you want it, obviously. I usually comb it down pretty low, just so it looks like a good natural lift, nothing super crazy. But it does just give a little bit of lift at the root. And if you mess up any of your curls, you can just go through and redo, hi doggies, and redo any pieces that need it. But I try, got all kinds of humans and dogs coming in here. And then I will go in with my texturizing spray. Hi, puppies. And that adds some good volume too. And this stuff also smells amazing. And then again, you can kind of zhuzh it out yourself. And I might fix a couple of these pieces just to give a little bit more curl. But that's really it. It's pretty basic, doesn't take that much time. I wear my hair up when I go to bed with my curls, usually in more of like a high pony with one of these like telly ties that are plastic that don't give you a big old crease. That's how I kind of maintain them. And some nights I wake up and it's like flat as hell, and then other nights my curls stay pretty well. So I don't know if it just depends on how I sleep or what, but that's just a heads up. Yeah, so just kind of fix some of those, and once they cool, we'll kind of brush them out again. When I cut my hair, I like needed help figuring out how to curl it again. This obviously is applicable to anyone with any hair length, but it'll just be a tiny bit different if you have longer hair. I can't relate to that. I've never had super, super long hair, but I'm sure the process is fairly similar. I also feel like it starts to look better and better after some time of it kind of like falling and naturally doing its thing and everything falling in its place. Before you even leave your house, it'll look great. And that's it. Hopefully that's helpful. The hardest part is just getting used to the hand placement and using the wand and figuring out your kind of rhythm there. But once you get the hang of it, it's super simple, super quick. And like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is definitely not perfect, but it works for me. So yeah, first YouTube hair tutorial in the books. If you have any requests for anything else specific, let a girl know. Hope you enjoyed.